You won't be doubting what to expect from Snoop Dogg's first ever leading role in a mainstream film, The Underdogs, after reading the disclaimer that appears on screen right at the beginning of the movie. The Mighty Ducks, which it mentions in a scene, and The Bad News Bears, a film about a motley crew of Little League players who cursed a lot and were coached by a grumpy Walter Matthau, merged with foul-mouthed R-rated comedies to become The Underdogs. This film, which was evidently inspired by the 1976 film, finds its own beat and purpose in life because of Snoop Dogg, who at last lands a major role in the film and takes it, playing the initially reluctant coach of a group of Long Beach kids on a desperate Pee-wee football team that keeps losing its coaches. The fictional Jason Jennings, played by Snoop Dogg, was once a fantastic NFL player but turned selfish and self-centered, making everyone hate him. After being caught speeding, Jennings is given a community service assignment that involves cleaning up dog poop and taking on the role of new coach for working-class children at his former residence who struggle to have a chance at life. The film's unexpectedly moving conclusion explores how Snoop's persona has impacted these children's lives by showing them that their surroundings don't have to define them, and that a setback doesn't always mean the end of the road. In the last moments of the movie, the Underdogs win the tournament championship and become increasingly well-known with each victory. In their last game, they will play the Colonels once more, who are coached by Chip Collins, the host of the opinion program Hot Takes. Since the Colonels humiliated the Underdogs the first time, this is a personal game for them. Jennings and his team begin training in anticipation of their showdown the following Sunday. However, Jennings receives the call he has been waiting for during that training. Now that Jennings is much more marketable, his PR agent has been persuaded to give him another chance by the positive attention he and the team have received. Additionally, he has Jennings scheduled for his weekly Fox Sports show beginning in the fall. More than that, Fox wants him to appear with their sports hosts on Sunday to introduce the new program, which is obviously in opposition to the championship game. Jennings makes an attempt to flee, but he is informed unequivocally that this is his one chance to return. He struggles with this choice and feels a great deal of regret. His decision to leave the team concerns them, as they fear they will be benched by yet another coach. Jennings tries to go back to his old coach for guidance or, as he puts it, to have another Jedi mind trick applied to him, not realizing that Jedi mind tricks only work on the easily distracted. But his coach has to depart due to more important family problems. Jennings is going to have to solve this one himself. In the end, he decides to depart out of selfishness and goes back to his previous glory-seeking behavior. When Sunday finally arrives, the Underdogs are furious since Jennings abandoned them to follow his own interests. They have a new coach as well, although he is not nearly as awesome as Jennings. But Jennings appears, having left the Fox Sports panel to back his team, just as they are about to give up. Their spirits rise, eager to get going. They lack the energy to completely dominate the other team, though, because of this. Just as in the first game against Collins' squad, the referee is obviously bought off because he consistently blows his whistle and declares that the Underdogs have broken the rules, but he doesn't apply the same severity to the Colonels. The Underdogs are down 0 points to 24 at the half. The kids in the locker room are not too happy with the state of affairs. Two players interrupt Jennings as he starts to deliver an inspiring speech on how unfair the game is. Everyone pays attention and is willing to put in their best effort only when Tree delivers a speech. The team's final act of inspiration was donning their old green tops. They'd also perform some cringeworthy singing and dancing on the field with the two underdog dog mascots. The referee is much more equitable when the game resumes, maybe because the Underdogs' mascots bit him in the behind. The Underdogs start to narrow the enormous deficit, making the score 21-24. He let go of the breast he was supposed to be holding onto, to return to the metaphor introduced earlier in the movie. Unfortunately, because of that heartbreaking loss at the end of the game, this was the Underdogs' last opportunity to win the championship as well as the game. Jennings makes it plain in his farewell speech that he isn't disappointed in his team despite a close defeat. He claims that in order to prevent the movie from ending on a depressing note, a defeat just makes the underdog even more determined to win. It's obvious he's come to realize that improving the lives of these children matters more than winning.